Miracle Allums, founder of Mossy Mob.
Have you ever taken a vitamin or a supplement that you knew was good for you, but it was just nasty? I'm talking about castor oil, cod liver oil, chalky Flintstone vitamins, and some more stuff. What about taking so many vitamins and supplements that you just decide to take absolutely none of them? Yep, me too. I'm Miracle Allums, holistic health enthusiast, serial entrepreneur, and the founder of the Mossy Mob, a premium sea moss and wellness company that provides a complete and high-quality plant-based supplement with tasty and creative infusions to support optimal health and wellness shipped straight to your door. Champions, forget having to take multiple vitamins and supplements that taste bad and that you have to go to specialty stores to find. Sea moss is the answer. A red algae often found in the warm waters of the Caribbean that provides 92 out of the 102 minerals your body needs. We wanted to take this age-old plant-based supplement that was good for you and not only make it a fun explorative experience, but one that combined sea moss with other herbal and fruit infusions that had added health benefits. As a champion, you know how important it is to have supplements with a variety of benefits that help you to perform your best. Let's take a look at what sea moss offers. And yes, you see that last one? All I ask is that you invite me to the baby shower, okay? We do offer 10 sea moss gel infusions that are packed with superpower ingredients such as ginger, lemon, and turmeric. While sea moss gel in particular can be ingested, there are several other uses that appeal to our Mossy Mobsters. We also wanted to offer other mediums that Mossy Mobsters can enjoy, so they can really reap the benefits of sea moss. So we developed other pillar products such as syrups and capsules that may appeal to a larger audience. On a global scale, supplements is a $140 billion industry, with $55 billion being in the US. With a product as outstanding as our sea moss and the fact that according to CRN's 2020 consumer survey, 4 out of 5 Americans takes a daily dietary supplement, there's potential to hone in on $11 billion of that market. Particularly since the start of the pandemic, with more users looking to boost their immune system, our complete supplement is needed not just right now, but in the future to come. But don't just take my word for how amazing and outstanding our products are. See what our loyal Mossy Mobsters have to say. It's the 5 stars for me. It's clear that with our direct-to-consumer business model, we have a leg up on the other guys with the variety and accessibility at the forefront. Our numbers say so too. Since our launch in May of 2020, we've had close to 3,000 Mossy Mobsters join our journey, with an average order value of $51, totaling to over $137,000 in sales. We're located in local stores here in Atlanta and will be on Amazon next month. With your support, this team of champions can continue the roadmap to scale by focusing on our 6 pillars: marketing, operations, quality assurance, inventory, logistics, and product expansion. Champion with us, and let's mob out to optimal health and wellness, baby.
All right, champions.
Love it, love it, love it.
Miracle, I have to tell you, your reference to cod liver oil gave me flashbacks and chills. I'm Caribbean too, and so I know about those spoonfuls of cod liver oil. And I also remember the slimy texture of sea moss. What do you do to maintain the freshness of the sea moss? And then how do you encourage folks to avail themselves of all the benefits when it may not be as palatable to a wide audience?
Yeah, absolutely. That's such a great question. So to maintain the freshness of sea moss, it first starts with our soaking process. So you can soak sea moss anywhere between 4 hours minimum, but we like to soak it at least for 24 hours and 40 hours maximum. So we do at least a triple soak process. On the second soak process, we use limes. So limes is a natural preservative, and key limes is the best type of lime that you should use, so that helps to maintain the freshness. Now, the other thing that's really helpful to maintain freshness and the shelf life is also to freeze it. So we freeze all of our sea moss before we actually ship it, because as you probably know, sometimes shipping, USPS, they're like, oh, you have a package? So we send ours 2-day priority, and we use UPS as well. So that freezing really helps to extend the shelf life, and we also let our customers know that it's really helpful to take the sea moss gel and take it to your ice cube tray. So you put in the ice cube tray, and that's actually a really perfect portion size, so you can just use it when you need it. And for folks who may think that sea moss gel in particular is not as palatable, that's okay. And that's why we're offering capsules as well, so you can still get the benefits of sea moss gel. And we're also launching powders as well. So if you want your sea moss benefits, your 92 out of the 102, take your tablespoon and you pop it in your smoothie and you keep it going.
Awesome. I love how you said let's mob out and that you call people
That's
mobsters.
right. That's right. That's right.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Miracle.
Thank you.
Love her energy.
Yeah.
She'd be more cute. I'm like,
She's great.
I am gonna buy the sea moss.
Yeah, I know. Like I'm like, she might have got a customer.
I keep on code for y'all, okay?
She's still here. Heard you. Yeah. No, I'm like, I'm gonna have to give me
We're
some
gonna give you
CMOS.
full price revenue.
Right. Right. We don't do the discounts here.
Welcome to round 2, Miracle. Tell us how you're going to grow this company.
Thank you so much, Shelly. And hey, Mossy Mobsters, it's so good to see you again. Now, I know you're thinking, the Mossy Mob is incredible. And you're right. But of course, how do they plan to scale? No worry, I've got you. Let's dive into our secret sauce. But first, let's revisit our market opportunity for global expansion. Remember, on a global scale, supplements is a $140 billion industry, with $55 billion being in the US. 4 out of every 5 Americans takes a daily dietary supplement. Particularly since the start of the pandemic, with more users looking to boost their immune system, our complete supplement is needed not just now, but for years to come. So we plan to hone in on 11.14 billion of that market. But how? Mob with me right quick. You might remember our 6 pillars on the roadmap to scaling. Our first focus is going to be on 360 marketing to effectively reach Mossy Mobsters at all points of contact. Through paid, owned, and earned media, email campaigns, or strategizing to get in front of mobsters wherever there are. We're focused on creating an authentic end-to-end customer experience through brand experience, education, nurturing, and engagement. Mobsters don't just want the excellent products, they want a full experience that educates, nurtures, and engages with them. Through robust email and social campaigns, we can do just that. We certainly have several advantages working on our side. We have a variety of high-quality products that ship directly to mobsters with excellent customer service. We're also the first to our global market. We are trendsetters paving the way. But first, who are we marketing to? Right now, our most attainable market is the health connoisseur, with 82% of our customers falling into that sweet spot. Let's meet Regina. Regina is a 31-year-old Georgia peach that is the founder of a tech startup. She's curious, thoughtful, and direct. She's that person you go to when you need someone to give it to you straight. She needs trustworthy health products that fit into her lifestyle. She values amazing customer service, and she really wants to see results from the products that she invests in while also buying into a brand that sticks by their mission and their vision. Miss Georgia Peach only takes us $3 to convert into a customer, but she spends $102. We can 3x that with investment if we spend $9 on her. We want to reach more Reginas. Let's continue that conversation on how. We have so much more in store for expansion. We will be expanding our product line by 3 new products, in addition to venturing to our own storefront. But with growth comes strategy. We want to create a more elevated experience through CPG and brand recognition. And right now we're in 1 local health food store with 3 in the works. We have a goal to be in 20 stores by the end of the year. And by being in 20 stores, we have a projected growth in product sales and will push revenue up by $168,000. We also plan to increase our sales from $137,000 our first year to $685,000 with a 5% projected increase. We want to create and nurture a funnel to keep loyal customers engaged. We're going to be investing in influencer marketing so we can target those Reginas of the world. We want to continue to dig deeper into our health connoisseur audience and hyper-focus on that target market. And with me as a holistic health CEO, we want to leverage my expertise and my background so we can create some influence within. We also will be developing a comprehensive paid social strategy to drive sales based upon data around our product sales. We have big goals, but most importantly, they're 100% attainable. Join the mob, let's be the first, let's do it right, and let's do it together.
Converted.
I saw that feel come through, sis.
I have a quick question. I think you might have checked off that box because I love the idea of a Regina. I love the idea that she is someone that, you know, is a millennial that can grow with you, but also influence her network, older than her and younger than her. What are your plans with your social media marketing, noting that our phones are always in our hands with this influencer marketing? Is it going to target just the women that are key, you know, health and fitness professionals? Or are you going to build emerging and established influencer networks?
Yeah, absolutely. So the plan with social, And just like you mentioned, our phones are always on us. So we really want to make sure that we're developing different social media strategies and campaigns to always get in front of our customer. So as y'all might know, it takes at least 7 points of contact for someone to make a sale. So we want to make sure we're making those 7 points of contact and always getting in front of them. So that means just making sure that we're making targeted audiences, but we also really want to take advantage of our retargeting. So you may have seen an ad, or you may have even thought of something, and then all of a sudden you see it all over social. You're like, I was just thinking that. We want to be the people that you're just thinking about, and then we pop up on social. So we want to continue to, yes, target these Reginas, but we also do have 2 other audiences that we want to continue to activate on. So with that influencer marketing as well, we can start to target our Generation Z. So these are people who are moving, they're culture influencers, and they want to be healthy. So we want to make sure that we can get in front of them so that way they can continue to spread the influence and the good word about the Mossy Mob.
Thank you.
Miracle,
Yeah.
I love how you represent your brand. You make me want to buy your brand. You talked about a lot of different products, and you talked about you're going to have a powder. You talked about you have pills.
Yeah.
Are you concerned about having to educate everyone about those things? Are you going to lead with one product and let that one product be the lead, or are you just going to come out with all of them at the same time?
Yeah, so one thing I think that's really important is to make sure that you're introducing folks to things one at a time, because they also want to be able to trust you. I know for me, sometimes if I see your brand, it's just like, buy this, buy this, buy this. It's like, wait, hold on, wait a second. So we lead with our CMOS gel. Our CMOS gel is our superstar product, so we lead there. And then we slowly introduce other products based upon other types of needs that they might have and the different types of lifestyles that they might have. So, when it comes to education, the one main point of education is we want to educate them on CMOS first, because CMOS can be taken in so many different types of forms. So if we lead with what the actual main ingredient does for folks, then we can tell them the different ways in which they can take it that are best for their lifestyle.
Love it.
Well, you have a bunch of new Mossy Mobsters here.
Yes.
Look, you've certainly sold each of us. And there's such an opportunity here, it seems at least clear to me. And there's so much benefit in being a first mover when there's a new opportunity.
Yes.
But there are some risks that come along with that too, right? Others observe something good and they want to come after you. How do you think about the competitive risks? Who maybe in particular or as a type of industry player is a competitor or a likely future competitor of yours? And how will you build a moat to protect what you're building against competitive threat?
Yeah, so that's a really great question. And a lot of our competitors right now are also kind of in this same space. We're like starting out and we're really trying to get our product to the masses. So being the first to market is definitely going to be a really great advantage on our side. Now, the one thing that people buy into is they buy into the brand. So as y'all have mentioned and commented on, you like the brand, you want to mob with us. So it's really important to be able to build that brand loyalty so that way we can start to elevate on that. And with that and being first to market, we can start to continue to create that moat around us. And now there might be some super, big guys in the health and wellness industry that might see what's going on. But of course, people want something that they can trust. Folks can tell when someone's coming in and just trying to swoop in and capitalize off of a moment. And they might get some of the market, that's totally fine. But the point is for us to, yes, be the first in there and for us to be the best in there and for us to really build a brand that people can trust.
I have a quick question again, because like she said, we're all mobsters, but we're buying almost into you. Like you sold me yourself. So when you're talking about marketing, how are you going to be able to have the you be all over your marketing so that people can see the brand that we see?
Yeah, absolutely. And what you kind of see here, this is me, right? Even from our colors and the fun and the floral arrangements, that's all a part of my personality and things that I had pulled out. But we had also talked a little bit about how we can leverage myself as a CEO. And because I'm that holistic health enthusiast, that serial entrepreneur, I'm a therapist, doula, Reiki, everything healing that you can think of, I am. And we want to be able to use myself as an influencer as well. I think I might be the #1 influencer, right? So for me to be able to pull that out and extend that to the brand so that way folks can see a little bit more of me. So if you look at our social, it's not too much of me, but I want to be able to include more of that so folks can see behind the brand. And customers really buy into the brand and the brand story. They want to know who's behind it. They want to see you being behind the scenes. They want to see you creating. They want to see you actually doing. And I think that's going to be really important for us to continue to do, so people can see and understand that there's a real person that is behind this brand, that really cares so deeply about this brand. And people believe in that too. They believe in the founder and they believe in the brand, and those two things can coexist.
I have a question about Regina. I noticed that. I have a question about Regina. So I noticed that you have her at 200K income.
Yep.
Well, that's about the top 5% of earners in the country. And so when you talk about like the 80 million market and getting to 137,000 people, and you're only talking about this moment, the only scale, the marketing tactics I heard you use was social and digital. Yeah. So I'm wondering, like, where, because those 200K earners live in certain places in the country. So my first question is, where are you planning on marketing to? My other question would be, what other marketing channels? Because also, like, saying that influencer marketing is really risky right now. Honestly, like, you're the influencer, and so I'm not so sure this brand can exist without you. And so I want to know that you're building a real company and not just like a nice thing that if you pop out, everybody buys, and then when you're not there, nobody does. So my first question is, where is Regina living, such that you're going to target her? And like, what other ways outside of social media are you thinking about scaling this company?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have 3 main cities that our folks are buying from, and that is from New York, that is from Atlanta, and from California. So those are places where a lot of high earners are also concentrated. If you know anything about Atlanta, Atlanta is definitely the area of entrepreneurs.
Shouts to Atlanta.
Yes, I'm actually a Peach now as well, so I'm right here with Regina. So our 3 main cities, and those are definitely areas where high earners for sure are located. But that's what we also want to tap into. Like, this is our sweet spot audience, but we also do want to tap into the other 2 as well, the experimenter and the undiscoverable. So they may be at different price points for sure, and I think that's why it's also really helpful for us to be able to expand our products so that way they can appeal to other audiences as well. But we do position ourselves as a premium brand, so that is a part of the experience as well. And you also asked about the other types of ways in which we want to be able to connect with our folks. And that's important. We want to, pull this outside of social. And one of the things that we are working towards is to be able to create a storefront. So with that storefront, that is going to be in one particular location, but we would love to be able to have our stores in different cities, and particular cities that we're seeing now that our customer base is coming from, so they can come and have an in-person experience. Before I get into the storefront, I really do like the idea of being able to do something similar to a food truck. So something that travels, you're not necessarily tied to one specific location, but you can take it on the road. And you may see other brands that do things like that as well. For example, one really great business here that is Slutty Vegan. So Slutty Vegan now has so many different locations, but they start off as a food truck. And that is also a part of spreading brand awareness. You see a van traveling with this really cool, logo on it, and vegan what? Or Mossy Mob what? You're curious about it. So we want to be able to be in actual physical spaces. And now that the world is opening up a little bit, and Atlanta, I don't know that they've ever really shut down in the first place, but now they're opening up a little bit more, we can then actually be in physical locations where our potential customers may be. So that may look like things like the health food markets, that may look like pop-up shops, but people can physically interact and engage with our product.
Okay, thank you, Miracle.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm so excited, y'all. I'm so grateful. Thank y'all for this opportunity.
If one tablespoon of Mossy Moss can give me that energy.
Come be a Regina, okay?
Regina name, perfect.
We'll start calling you Regina for short. Yes.
Vibes.
All right.
Thank you.